Hey, Formers, Noah St. John here from noahstjohn.com and affirmations.com, and welcome to the Ask Noah St. John show right here on noahnation.com. I am here on noahnation.com every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, where I answer your questions about how to get rid of your head trash, how to get unstuck, find your voice, and automate your business so you can have more time freedom, personal freedom, and financial freedom. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Now, send me some hearts, send me some smiley faces, and send me some thumbs up, because the more that you engage with this program, the higher it will go in Facebook's algorithms, and the more people will get to share in this life-changing message. So again, welcome. I am Noah St. John from noahnation.com and affirmations.com, and I have a very special announcement. Now, today, you can go to affirmationsbook.com, affirmationsbook.com, and you can get my book of affirmations right here, the book from Hay House that was an Amazon #1 bestseller, and you can get that absolutely free. And all we ask is just a small shipping charge, and we ship that anywhere in the United States. And for those of you around the world, just go to that page and you'll just follow the directions if you're outside the U.S. So affirmationsbook.com, and you can get a copy of my book of affirmations from Hay House absolutely free. All right, so I hope you enjoy that. Now, today we're going to be continuing my look at one of my favorite books, which is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. And we are now in part 4 of this book. We've already finished parts 1, 2, and 3. Now, just by way of review, and you can watch my earlier episodes right on watchnoahtv.com, or go to noahnstjohn.com and click on the blog, and you can watch my previous episodes. So part 1 was fundamental facts you should know about worry. Then part 2 is basic techniques in analyzing worry. And then we just finished part 3, how to break the worry habit before it breaks you. Great stuff in there. Now, we are now on part 4, which is 7 ways to cultivate a mental attitude that will bring you peace and happiness. Now, who wouldn't want that, right? A mental attitude that will bring you peace and happiness. Isn't this great copy? I've said this many times about Dale Carnegie. I mean, he is a great copywriter. He just writes great copy that really makes you think. It's great marketing. There's no surprise that his books have sold hundreds of millions of copies, and his books are just as popular today as they ever were. So good on you, Dale. All right, 8 words now, the 8 words that can transform your life. A few years ago, I was asked to answer this question on a radio program. What is the biggest lesson you have ever learned? Great question, huh? That was easy, says Dale. By far the most vital lesson I've ever learned is the importance of what we think. If I knew what you think, I would know what you are. Our thoughts make us what we are. Our mental attitude is the X factor that determines our fate. Emerson said, "A man is what he thinks about all day long. How could he possibly be anything else?" I now know with a conviction beyond all doubt that the biggest problem you and I have to deal with, in fact, almost the only problem we have to deal with, is choosing the right thoughts. If we can do that, we will be on the high road to solving all our problems. The great philosopher who ruled the Roman Empire, Marcus Aurelius, summed it up in 8 words that can determine your destiny. Our life is what our thoughts make it. There we are. There are those 8 words. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Yes, if we think happy thoughts, we will be happy. If we think miserable thoughts, we will be miserable. If we think fear thoughts, we will be fearful. If we think sickly thoughts, we will probably be ill. If we think failure, we will certainly fail. If we wallow in self-pity, everyone will want to shun us and avoid us. You are not, said Norman Vincent Peale, you are not what you think you are, but what you think you are. That's a great quote. Now, let me read that again. You are not what you think you are, but what you think you are. How's that? This is great. I mean, this is a very powerful chapter, and certainly what Dale is teaching here is what I've been teaching for 20 years, right? This is the main reason that my clients have added over $100 million over the last few years, because I've helped them with what I call the power habits of unconsciously successful people. And a big part of that is getting rid of your head trash, right? That's what the Affirmations book is about, for example, right? When you go to affirmationsbook.com and watch that 1-minute book trailer that we have that explains why affirmations have helped so many people around the world. Now, Dale continues, am I advocating a habitual polytude toward all our problems? No, unfortunately, life isn't as simple as that. But I am advocating that we assume a positive instead of a negative attitude. In other words, we need to be concerned about our problems, but not worried. What is the difference between concern and worry? Let me illustrate. Every time I cross the traffic jam streets of New York, I am concerned about what I'm doing, but I'm not worried. Concern means realizing what the problems are and calmly taking steps to meet them. Worrying means going around in maddening, futile circles. How about that? Isn't that fascinating? So this is really interesting, and he tells several stories in this chapter about Lowell Thomas, who, when he lost everything, he still walked around with a smile on his face. And let's see. This is a very interesting story about Mary Baker Eddy. Mary Baker Eddy, the founder of Christian Science. Okay, and a very, very interesting story there. A little too long for me to read here, but great reading when you read this book. And he goes on, as a result of many years spent in teaching adults, I know men and women can banish worry, fear, and various kinds of illnesses and can transform their lives by changing their thoughts. Okay, and like I said, that is why how I discovered Affirmations, the book of Affirmations, and wrote many books of affirmations. And this is about changing your thoughts, really. That's really what it's all about. Yes, now there's another story here about a student who took a trip to Florida, and he realized that wherever he goes, there he was. And he wasn't any happier when he took himself to a different place. So this chapter is one of the longer chapters in the book. It's got some really great stories in here. Milton, in his blindness, discovered the same truth 300 years ago. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Napoleon and Helen Keller are perfect illustrations of Milton's statement. Napoleon had everything men usually crave: glory, power, riches. Yet he said at St. Helena, I have never known 6 happy days in my life. While Helen Keller, blind, deaf, and dumb, declared, I have found life so... Okay, so basically, this is what he's talking about here. So this is all about your thoughts, right? Those 8 words that can transform your life. Okay, so those 8 words again are, our life is what our thoughts make it. And he has a great quote here. This is just full of great quotes, right? Let us remember the words of William James. Much of what we call evil can be converted into a bracing and tonic good by a simple change of the sufferer's inner attitude from one of fear to one of fight. Let's fight for our happiness. Let's fight for our happiness by following a daily program of cheerful and constructive thinking. And there's a program here called Just for Today. Now I'm going to read this to you in closing. And if you have any comments, be sure to leave a comment right here below on this video. Okay, just for today. Just for today, I will be happy. This assumes that what Abraham Lincoln said is true, that most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Happiness is from within. It is not a matter of externals. Just for today, I will try to adjust myself to what is and not try to adjust everything to my own desires. I will take my family, my business, and my luck as they come and fit myself to them. Just for today, I will take care of my body. I will exercise it, care for it, nourish it, not abuse it or neglect it, so that it will be a perfect machine for my bidding. Just for today, I will try to strengthen my mind. I will learn something useful. I will not be a mental loafer. I will read something that requires effort, thought, and concentration. Just for today, I will exercise my soul in 3 ways. I will do somebody a good turn and not be found out. I will do at least 2 things I don't want to do, as William James suggests, just for exercise. Just for today, I will be agreeable. I will look as well as I can, dress as becomingly as possible, talk low, act courteously, be liberal with praise, criticize not at all, nor find fault with anything, and not try to regulate nor improve anyone. Imagine if we actually followed this advice. Just for today, I will try to live through this day only, not tackle my whole life problem at once. I can do things for 12 hours that would appall me if I had to keep them up for a lifetime. Just for today, I will have a program. I will write down what I expect to do every hour. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have it. It will eliminate two pests, hurrying and indecision. Those two pests. Isn't that interesting? Hurrying and indecision. They are pests. Just for today, I will have a quiet half hour by myself and relax. In this half hour, I will think of God so as to get a little more perspective into my life. And just for today, I will be unafraid. Especially, I will not be afraid to be happy, to enjoy what is beautiful, to love, and to believe that those I love, love me. If you want to develop a mental attitude that will bring you peace and happiness, here's rule 1. Think and act cheerfully, and you will feel cheerful. I'm sure you've now heard the studies of the people that actually, went around with smiles on their face. And did you know that when you just physically smile like that, you actually feel better? It triggers pheromones in your brain, and it triggers emotions in your brain that tell you that you are happy, even if you're totally faking it. Now, what I do recommend is you try to do not a fake smile. Here's a fake smile. Now, here's a real smile. You see the difference? So everybody can tell a fake smile, right? So what it's important to do is, and there's been many studies that show what you actually do. This is a great exercise you can do is take a pen or a pencil and go like this. Now see, when you like this, you have to smile. See the smiling muscles in your mouth? You actually have to smile. So do that. Now what you don't do is don't do it this way, because then you're like, and you don't want to do that. You want to go like this. See? When you put your pencil down, you have to smile. So it actually triggers the smiling muscles. Not easy to talk either. All right, well, so that's our chapter for today. What did you think? Did you like it? Let me know what you think. And here is our affirmation of the day today. And that is, why do I think happy thoughts? Why do I think happy thoughts? When you think happy thoughts, you will be happy. There's kind of no way around that, right? Remember what I talked about in an earlier episode, that you can only think of one thing at a time. Now you can go back and forth really fast. But the fact is, you can only think of one thing at a time. So why not think happy thoughts? That just for today. What a great passage that is. So I highly recommend reading this book and, of course, going through these episodes with me, and let me know what your thoughts are on how to stop worrying and start living. So for everyone here at successclinic.com, my name is Noah St. John. Now remember, please go to affirmationsbook.com and get your copy of my book of affirmations for free. And we do ask for just a small shipping charge anywhere in the United States. For those of you outside the U.S., just follow the directions right there on that page, affirmationsbook.com, and we'll ship you my book of affirmations. We paid for the book. So I bought the book, and all you have to do is pay a small shipping charge. So it's a lot less expensive than anywhere else you can get it. All right, well, so for everyone, John signing off for now. And until next time, I look forward to being a part of you. Next time, everyone. Bye-bye for now.